In a world where creative ambition and technical demands continue to grow exponentially, professionals across industries are constantly looking for tools that can keep up, whether it's designing immersive 3D worlds, pushing the frontiers of scientific research, or producing cinematic masterpieces. Today's creators need more than just raw power. They need intelligence, flexibility, and reliability in their hardware. Stepping into this challenge with remarkable finesse is AMD's latest innovation in the high-performance graphics space. This new professional-grade GPU series isn't simply another iteration. It marks a radical shift in what digital artists, researchers, engineers, and developers can achieve with the right tools. Let's take a deep dive into this next-gen technology platform, exploring what makes it exceptional and why it's positioned to reshape entire workflows across multiple sectors. Rethinking professional graphics, a purpose-driven platform. Gone are the days when professional GPUs were just about clock speeds and CUDA cores. The latest hardware from AMD has been designed not just for power, but for purpose, tailored specifically for professionals working in demanding environments. This new GPU line has been engineered to enable unprecedented levels of productivity and creativity. This isn't just about numbers on a spec sheet. It's about transforming the real-world experience of creators and problem solvers. Whether you're a visual effects specialist sculpting photorealistic scenes in Blender, a data scientist parsing petabytes of information, or an engineer running fluid dynamics simulations with precision and speed, the focus here is clear: empower users to iterate faster, render in real time, and experience fewer technical limitations in their day-to-day work. Real-time rendering. Real-time rendering has been something of a luxury in the professional graphics world. Nice in theory, but often sacrificed for quality or stability. That paradigm is now officially obsolete. With this new GPU series, high-fidelity previews and final quality rendering aren't features that come later in the pipeline. They're available during the creative process. Imagine sculpting a digital character and instantly seeing how lighting changes affect shadows and texture detail, or designing architectural models in VR with zero latency. These scenarios are no longer theoretical. They're operational realities. This real-time feedback loop accelerates the creative process dramatically. What once required guesswork and multiple rendering passes can now be handled intuitively and interactively, making your workflow not only faster, but smarter. Bandwidth to match ambition. And other core strength of this new GPU lies in its groundbreaking data throughput. Built on the latest PCIe 5.0 standard, it doubles the bandwidth compared to the previous generation. That means fewer roadblocks when dealing with ultra-large datasets, real-time AI training, or high-resolution video streams. The elimination of input-output bottlenecks is more than just a performance gain. It's a productivity multiplier. Whether you're streaming high-polygon 3D assets, interacting with generative design software, or integrating multiple complex systems into a single workflow, data flows unimpeded, letting you focus on results, not wait times. Visual fidelity without compromise. Graphics professionals often face a trade-off between speed and visual quality. But with this GPU's native support for advanced display technologies, that compromise becomes irrelevant. Support for both DisplayPort 2.1 and HDMI 2.1 ensures smooth playback of 8,000 content at 60 Hz or 4,000 at ultra-high, refresh rates up to 240 Hz. The visual experience is further enhanced by robust support for HDR10 and Dolby Vision, color accuracy and luminance depth that meet the standards of top-tier post-production studios. Whether you're color grading footage, crafting motion graphics, or previewing digital cinema scenes, the result is a visual experience that feels not just real, but cinematic. Cooling that keeps up. No throttling, no delays. Power is only as good as the system that supports it. And in high-performance computing, heat is the ever-present enemy of stability. That's why this GPU has been built with a state-of-the-art thermal management system, combining vapor chambers, heat pipes, and precision-tuned axial fans. This multi-layered cooling design ensures consistent performance even under 24/7 workloads. There's no thermal throttling, no slowdowns, just uninterrupted reliability. For professionals running simulations overnight or studios rendering full-length animations, this level of thermal stability is essential. It's not just about keeping the system cool, it's about protecting your time, your data, and your deadlines. Certified for what you use every day. Hardware is only half the equation. For serious work, software optimization and certification are just as important. This GPU series comes with a long list of application certifications, ensuring reliable, high-speed performance across the most commonly used professional platforms. From Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects to Autodesk Maya, Revit, 3ds Max, and SolidWorks, the drivers have been fine-tuned for real-world workloads. This isn't just theoretical compatibility. It's verified performance in the environments that matter most. If you're working in film production, CAD design, architecture, or data visualization, you'll see immediate benefits not just in speed, but in stability and user experience. freedom through open standards, unlike many competing solutions that lock users into closed ecosystems. AMD has doubled down on its commitment to open standards. This GPU supports Vulkan, OpenCL, and DirectX 12 Ultimate natively, ensuring cross-platform compatibility and a higher degree of future-proofing. What this means in practice is that your team can collaborate across operating systems and hardware configurations without friction. Developers can write once and deploy everywhere. Creators aren't boxed into a single suite or vendor ecosystem. That kind of flexibility is a rare but valuable asset in today's rapidly evolving tech landscape. Looking forward, built for what's next, it's not enough to match today's needs, you need to anticipate tomorrow's. And this GPU does exactly that. From real-time collaboration in VR environments to the rapid evolution of generative AI, robotics, and simulation-based training, it's been designed with the future in mind. The demands of next-gen media creation, whether in virtual production, studios, or AI-driven animation pipelines, require hardware that can pivot and adapt. This GPU not only supports those demands, it encourages them. You're not just investing in a current generation tool, you're stepping into a platform that will evolve with you. Real-time adaptability in high-stakes environments and live production, studios, esports broadcast centers, and virtual set environments. Latency isn't just inconvenience, it's unacceptable. This GPU's architecture allows it to adapt dynamically, enabling instantaneous lighting tweaks, real-time AI-driven enhancements, and frame-accurate precision with zero perceptible lag. Whether you're switching camera angles in a broadcast, adjusting assets in a virtual film set, or managing synchronized graphics in a live event, this GPU ensures there's no drop in performance and no margin for error. Designed for the professionals who refuse to settle. So, who exactly is this GPU for? The answer is as broad as it is deep. It's for scientists running complex neural networks, for architects walking clients through VR models, for animators fine-tuning every pixel, for visual effects artists working on feature-length productions, but, above all, it's for those who simply can't afford compromise. When your work depends on every frame, every second, and every decision, the tools you use must rise to meet your ambition. Efficiency that makes sense. Raw power is impressive, but intelligent power is transformative. This GPU offers an exceptional performance per watt ratio, enabling high output without excessive energy consumption. With finely tuned resource allocation algorithms and deep system integration, you get optimized acceleration without wasting electricity. That's better not only for your utility bill, but for your workflow, system lifespan, and environmental footprint. Competitive positioning that opens doors while pricing hasn't been officially confirmed. Industry chatter strongly suggests that AMD is targeting a highly competitive range, offering comparable or superior performance to leading products from NVIDIA Quadro and RTX lines at a noticeably lower cost. This makes high-performance computing more accessible to indie creators, startups, educational institutions, and mid-sized studios who previously had to make compromises based on budget. In other words, the playing field is being leveled and creative potential is no longer gated by financial constraints. More than a product, a new standard, this isn't just another GPU. It's a signal of where the industry is headed. It redefines what professionals can expect from their hardware and sets a new benchmark for performance, flexibility, and reliability. Whether you're creating groundbreaking visuals, developing next-gen AI, or designing the metaverse, GPU series is engineered not just to support your vision, but to accelerate it. AMD isn't playing catch-up anymore. They're setting the pace. And, for professionals everywhere, that's a future worth investing in.